Hello and welcome back. I want to talk about how we can communicate clearly to avoid misunderstandings, but still let people know how we feel. If we want something from other people, maybe we have to communicate that clearly and let them know. But sometimes I think we are afraid how other people will react to the things we say and to the things we do. Because even the body language will reveal how you really feel about things. But if we are able to communicate, to let people know, and most of all could do that in a good way, without any anger, because we know when we are angry, people we talk to will defend themselves. And that is not the reaction and the communication you want with another person. I think we all are made like that. If people communicate in anger with us, defend is the way we react. Sorry. I think that is maybe something we need to be better on, even if some reactions to others feel painful, and maybe they don't want anything to do with you. If you let them know how you want things and try to tell them that you have a problem with certain things with them, but should that make you so scared of letting them know how you feel? I wonder. Because if you see yourself in different situations, it could be at work, family, relationship, do you always feel confident to let people know how you feel? What do you desire? What do you want from other people? And are you at the same time willing to give other people the same things that you expect from them? I think that also is something you need to be mindful of. Because if we only want and expect things from others, but never from yourself, that is not a balanced relationship. And it doesn't matter if it is people in family or relationship or at work or whatever kind of people you are connected to on a daily basis. Because it has something about how confident we are. And are we willing to take the consequences? If you let people know what you expect, and they are not at that page at all, maybe they choose to just walk away, and never look back. Is that why you don't communicate clearly? Is that why we almost hint about things, but just leaving another person with a lot of questions? What did they mean? What was all that about? Is that a better way to communicate? Or is it better to be clearly? Don't let anyone wonder about how you feel, what you mean, and what you expect from them. No matter consequences. But something you can work on is the way you tell people about your expectations to them. If you get the reaction that people just walk away and never look back, maybe you need to look inside of yourself. Is it a better way I can communicate with other people? Is there something I can do that will give a better result? That is something to think about. Because through the whole life, we learn new things. We learn how to do things in a better way all the time if we choose to. That's important to say. Because if you choose just to not have any thoughts about how other people feel, the only way you want is to let them know about your expectations to them, then maybe you need to turn around the situation. If you act to other people like just the same way you want them to act to you, then maybe you need to think about that. If you communicate clearly and that ends in a conflict, I can understand that you hesitate to deal with things, to communicate clearly with other people, because we are vulnerable people. Vulnerable, I mean. So, and we are all like that. I think in one way or another, we all have things that triggers us, and maybe we need to change something. And I think we do. Through the whole life we do that. But if you can see a way to do things better, I think that is a good solution. And that is something you need to practice. It's a lifelong practice, I think, to find the steps you need to take to be a better person, to deal with things in another way. And in the end, that will be an amazing result for what kind of person you are. But if you let the anxiety take over and you never let people know how you feel, even if the consequences could be rather harsh, you still need to communicate clearly. That's a way of learning. That's a way of how we experience life and what we need to do to go forward in our lives and not be stuck in the past. The way we learn and can be aware of reactions around us. If you have the ability to learn about the things and the consequences and the way things are done, it's a good way. It never means that we should never have conflict in our life, because sometimes we disagree about things. But I think you don't have to agree with everyone. That's a really big misunderstanding in the world today. And I think so many people think that we need only to be with people that we agree with, and that everything is totally happiness all the time, 100%. That's not the real world for no one. I think we learn from conflicts. We learn to deal with conflict in a better way if we communicate clearly. If we let people know how we feel, what we want, and remember to listen. What do they want? And at some point, we can just agree about disagree. And that's amazing. Find common ground. Communicate clearly, no matter the consequences. Only way to think about: can I communicate in a better way to make my point, to let other people know how I feel? Think about it. Have a lovely day. See you.